It's been a couple days since the Donald Trump rally at Madison Square Gardens in New York City. And obviously the world's a stage. To those that follow my channel, they'll know this. And it's no more apparent than what took place in this rally with actors on the world stage, such as you see here, Tony Hinchcliffe, and obviously Hulk Hogan, as you see here, big time player on the world stage. First off, with Tony Hinchcliffe, who's known for saying many outrageous things, obviously to incite for attention. Any kind of attention is good attention as far as Tony Hinchcliffe is concerned. Let's get right to it. And obviously, this is all scripted, made to happen. And with people within the Trump campaign say they're trying to distance themselves from Tony Hinchcliffe when they knew this would go down. Let's get right to it.
You know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Now, again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
You just heard that, and more or less what's happening is, again, world stage nonsense. The left versus right. Divide and conquer is alive and well. You see here Hulk Hogan, of course. And this is definitely the truth in plain sight, what he says about Kamala Harris.
But when I hear Kamala speak, it sounds like a script from Hollywood with a really bad actress.
And definitely that's the truth as far as Kamala Harris is concerned. And here you see Kamala Harris, and behind Kamala Harris it says freedom. We get into the duality world that we live in. It all has to do with Freemasonry, of course. And this is where this speech took place at the Ellipse, as you see here. And this is right in front of the White House. So here's a wider angle, wider shot, I should say. With the White House above, it's almost like the flat earth model with the circle around the center of the world we live in. And one thing I want to point out right off the bat when it comes to the ellipse is the ellipse is basically the 33. It comes down to an ellipse 33. And right above the ellipse is Sherman Park. Might be a little bit hard to see, but basically it's 33 Park. This is a 33 world we live in. The names have number connotation to them, obviously, for those that follow my channel. And that gets into, again, with Kamala Harris and freedom. And here's another angle, another look. Kamala Harris during the rally, and it says freedom. That gets into this quote I showed many times. It goes back to Ellipse. And this quote from Aleister Crowley from his book. What it comes down to is the law of reversal. Let him learn to write backwards, walk backwards, listen to phonographic records in reverse, speaking backwards. Again, reading backwards. They say the Lord's Prayer backwards in the Satanic Church. This is a really important point I want to hit on, as I've done many times. Take a look here, and you see the dual freedoms. And here's the podium, the stage, where Kamala Harris will speak later in the evening. It's a daytime shot here. A closer look here, and what are you going to see? Take a look. You flip around freedom, you see the double E's or 33s in reverse. Just like I showed many times with the Grand Sovereign Commander when it comes to Freemasonry, the dual 33s in plain sight. And a closer look at the dual 33s from the Grand Sovereign Commander of Freemasonry. And just another shot of him, as you see here. His name is Luther Smith, by the way. And that gets back to freedom, as shown. And just more of the same. But this is a bit different here when it comes to it with these placards from members of the audience. Obviously, these placards are handed out to the audience members. You get the mirror reflection. Here's the mirror reflection. It looks interesting here. When I did the mirror reflection, it looks like a woman's holding a rocket. Pretty interesting thing here. Anyways, so you get the free, and the free backwards, you get your 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 3 for 33 3 times. Now, here's a complete look at the mirror reflection. And all the 33s, like I said, they do it in threes with the 33 here. And this is when it comes to witchcraft, where they cast spells in threes, as I pointed out in previous videos. Just like I showed before, Treasuries of Witchcraft, page 23. Powerful triple repetition is characteristic of magic ritual. And that's what you see taking place here, is basically these people are in a trance by these fake, phony politicians that believe are saviors that are here to save them. Nothing could be further from the truth. And that gets into what you see here when it comes to Eminem at a Kamala Harris rally in Detroit, Michigan. Take a close look at the podium itself. Look at the numbers. It's always been a numbers game when it comes to the Satanic Masons. And it says right above Harris, text win to 30330. So again, you get your triple threes. In numerology, the zeros mean nothing. And that gets back to the imagery I shown with the mirror reflection when it comes to 33. For those that believe it's nonsense, oh, he's just pulling things out of thin air. Take a look here. Again, when it comes to the reverse mirror reflection. Take a look at the headline from today when it comes to Kamala Harris. It states here, Kamala Harris's mirror image ellipse speech. Even speech has the dual E's or dual 33s in plain sight. But definitely there is witchcraft taking place. The mirror reflection, like I shown previously. These people in a trance have no clue what is taking place. And they're being deceived by those that are basically Satanists in disguise.
John chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can see. Now I can see.